Good morning and welcome back after a very long time to this live Darpan session. Actually, I couldn't stop myself from being there because this exciting new world, a very big shift in the way we operate, the way we see each other, the way we converse, and the way we communicate has taken birth. And the speed of this technology being adopted in multiple applications is exponential. I don't want any of you to miss it out. This amazing revolution that is taking place in this world of not just business but day-to-day functioning and working of people. It's way beyond what you can even imagine as a search engine. It has applications across the facets of life, not just creativity, to communication, to conversation, to day to day functioning, to businesses, to professions. It's unbelievable the way this technology has created a tipping point in the way we operate. And if we miss out on this plateau, the downward rapid and the waterfall into the plains of dryness is not very far. So, adopt or perish is the model. It is almost like BlackBerry and Apple. It's almost like that. It's almost like another Kodak is taking birth. So, go on your toes and understand this whole concept of chat GPT world. I'm not going to call it chat GPT only because it's other models that are coming out of like chat GPT, which are equally intelligent and exploratory and much more, far more smarter than all of us. How is it going to take a shift in the way we operate? What are the new things that we can expect out of this? Let's delve into this topic in a much more simpler fashion. I will break it down into 3 or 4 big takeaways for all of us and all the business owners who are here and all the professionals who are here. Please ensure that it is not another toy in our kitty. It's not another app in our kitty. It is a far bigger shift that you can't even imagine. And if you do not adopt this shift into your regular working, into your day-to-day functioning of your office operations and home operations, you're going to miss out something really, really, really revolutionary. All right. But before we start, let's start our day with a prayer. And I'll delve into the topic of chat GPT world that's taking birth in front of all of us. All right, fantastic. So we are. Let's slowly chart out and carve out what is and why am I calling this as a tipping point in the way we operate our businesses today. And when I say businesses, please understand everything that you do is a business, whether you're doing a job, where you're part of governance, where you're part of politics, whether you're part of anything, any facet of the world that we are in, you just cannot avoid this. Like none of us could avoid Google, or none of us can avoid Google today. We just cannot. The world of yellow pages is gone. The world of calling just dial is gone. Google is unavoidable. Similarly, this new revolution is going to be unavoidable. And biggest shift in this tipping point of this chat GPT world is that it is solving your day-to-day problems, available free of cost to you, and the kind of magnanimous shift, the potential that it has got is something that you can't even imagine. at this moment. It is a big deal. I have played with this tool for last 1 month from the time it is launched. Looks like it's been years, but just 1 month it's got launched. And it is intelligent. It is intelligent than all of us, you and I. The experimentation with the tool was unbelievable. Intelligent questions were asked and intelligent answers were not just given. A conversational capacity was there, as if I'm sitting with another Rohit in front of me and talking to him. I asked him to write a small essay on how Bhagavad Gita and business have a good connection. And it wrote a fantastic, best in class, no language, it's no grammatical errors, fantastic sentence formation in less than 3 seconds. Less than 3 seconds. And I cannot say that it was a bad essay. It was fantastic. I asked him in the next line itself, how would TransGanization had written this essay had TransGanization philosophy be applied to Bhagavad Gita and business? So 3 different facets. One of them is TransGanization, which I thought he would not know. And what I got was unbelievable. I would not have been able to write that particular thing over here. It would have been possible. I asked, how does Bhagavad Gita, Advait Vedanta, and a Netflix series called as Manifest have common in them? It wrote a fantastic essay on this. How beautiful oneness and connectedness of the world has been shown in all the 3 assets. So Manifest is a Netflix series, and Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavad Gita, and Advaita Vedanta is another connection it has to form. And it does not stop there. My conversation started. I asked him, no, can you make it a little better? I don't think so. This is how it has to be thought. Can you just change the second paragraph to make it better than what it is right now by adding a flavor of Nietzsche and Rolf Waldo Emerson's poem Brahma into it? And he did it. It's like a very intelligent assistant working with you. And now I was losing it like a toy. But the question to you is it just a toy? It is so smart. There has been a conversation across the world that AI will replace humans. Answer is no. That answer is absolute big capital N, capital O, no. AI cannot replace humans. But yes, an intelligent human who uses AI to augment its potential will replace you for sure. AI will not replace employees from office or businessmen from their businesses, but intelligent humans who have the capacity to utilize the AI to augment their potential will definitely replace people who do not use AI. And today, AI is not about programming. AI is not about writing codes. AI is about using intelligent AI systems for your own benefit. That is AI. That is how you have to utilize it. There are multiple things that we have to understand about the world of open AI, the world of AGI, artificial general intelligence. And I would rather go and make a statement. It is less artificial and more intelligent. It is not the world of big data anymore. It is a world of less data, more processing speed. It's been just less than a month that OpenAI, and I don't know whether you know it or not, the main founders of OpenAI was Elon Musk. One of the he resigned from the board, but could not have imagined him not being part of this. Why he resigned from board, those questions we don't have to answer right now, because it's more of our mind asking these questions. The important thing is, what revolution has he created? It's not just a powerful new chatbot. No. It is a communication and a conversation tool with unbelievable intelligence. Unbelievable intelligence. And conversation is an extremely, extremely important part of human life. Artificial intelligence being used to solve your big ticket problems like driverless car or space missions, that artificial intelligence world is still beyond the reach of a common man. But what has OpenAI ChatGPT done? It has actually brought AI in your life. It has intertwined this in your life. And anything that gets intertwined in their life hits a tipping point and becomes unbelievably important for your day-to-day function. It is frictionlessly, there is no friction, no money to be paid, easy to utilize, very easy to log into, very easy to ask questions, very, very easy in any language. In any language. I simply told, can you please convert this whole thing into Hindi? And he did not just do a Shabdarth of it, he did a Bhavarth of it. This model is much better, and it's a very big deal. Businesses that understand the significance of this transformative change and act on it at first will be at considerable advantage. Considerable advantage. It is not just the only tool. It is just the first. ChatGPT is the first one. And there will be many coming out of from the same gamut of OpenAI, which will have exponential capacity to answer questions beyond even the creator's imagination. It's open to everyone. And that opening to everyone is the most important transition. Most important transition. Until today, AI has primarily been aimed at problems where failure was expensive. And this is the biggest shift. Like, for example, driverless car is an artificial intelligent car, but the failure means somebody's death. Failure is expensive. But the moment you apply the same intelligence where the failure is not expensive, rather it's okay to fail, suddenly you have made a big shift. So if I have to list down the first biggest shift that OpenAI systems have done, let me write it down for you. First major shift. The first major shift is the failure is not expensive. And because the failure is not expensive, the usage becomes exponential. Experimentation becomes easy. That is the first major shift. Most importantly, the failure is not expensive. Actually, it is free availability. Availability is, I won't say free, availability is a very important word. Frictionless. If you haven't used it till today, start using it today. That frictionless. You don't have to go to a shop to buy it. You don't have to go to an online portal to buy it. You just have to go and write on Google ChatGPT. Google might be smiling that I am promoting a competitor, but there is no other way. It is a shift in the way you utilize anything. So therefore, like you intertwined Google in your life and used Google to solve many of your problems, start practicing how you use OpenAI tools like ChatGPT to solve your problems and not play with it like a toy. It looks like a toy. It is not. And it's a very good toy. It'll answer all your questions, even if he doesn't know. He will be able to find some conversation, some connection, and build it. So therefore, it is an important aspect where the right marriage of you as a human intellectual being and machine learning has to come into play. And it has been brought into daily life. It's almost like what PCs did some time back, what phones did some time back. It is almost like when Reliance Infocom launched a CDMA set at dirt cheap prices, suddenly made mobiles accessible to everyone. It is almost like that. It is not just accessible to everyone, it is accessible to each and every person on this planet Earth. Now, let's ask some simple questions. What does this tool do? What are the applications? And why do they matter so much? First, this AI, that is ChatGPT, can produce paragraphs of solidly written English or French or Mandarin or whatever language you choose. And not just simple, with high degree of sophistication. How does it help you? Imagine you are not good at writing emails. Imagine you're not good at writing emails, or you're not good at writing good English. You just have to go to ChatGPT and say that I need to write an email to my friend or to my boss explaining why you could not complete the assignment as your father was unwell. That's it. And then the output that it's got, you just have to make a few corrections to it. I hope it will work. Let's try. So let me open my ChatGPT. Let me share the screen for you. And let's write. Please write an email to my boss explaining why I couldn't complete the, sorry for my assignment as my father was unwell. Oh, sorry, I think it is not. It's not working. It's too much of early right now. There's a load too much there. That's why it sometimes stops it crashes. Let me try again. So I'm going there again. I've logged into this. Let's try it again. Please write an email to my boss explaining why I couldn't attend just as my father was unwell. I hope it works. Can you see the speed? with which it's generating the response, and is so sophisticated. Less than 3 seconds. Less than 3 seconds. It's an unbelievable companion to you. Unbelievable companion to you. You can start thinking it can lead to unethical ways of functioning. But for that matter, anything that is an asset also has a liability. You cannot take away liability from the asset. That may happen, but it definitely depends upon the users that you do. Definitely depends upon the users that you do. How you utilize this to enhance your productivity, how you utilize this to enhance your ability is so important. How you use is so important. Why you use is so important. So it has, first big revolution it has done is it is solving simple problems and not just expensive failure problems. Second big revolution it has done is it has ensured that language, written language at least for now, is not a barrier if you're not good at writing or language. It has got a significant impact on how agencies work, how writers will work, it will have a significant impact in which, suppose you have a storyline and you want to convert that storyline into a beautiful story. You think you always want to write a article on how space exploration is an important thing to for a human race, as we are not just earthlings, we have to go and become spacelings. You always want to write that. Give that storyline to him and he will generate your thoughts, and then you converse with those thoughts. Make it better. Make it better. It has an incredible capacity to perform different kinds of writings with more significant implications that might be initially apparent. More significant implications. It can increase the productivity in various industries because it will generate responses quickly, it will generate written content quickly, it will save time and resources, and you can focus on corrections and intelligence rather than making those sentences better. So let's put the second big thing that this whole revolution has done. The second big, so it's a major shifts. Language is not a barrier, and writing is not a job. Thoughts and questions and conversation ability is what is needed now. While I'm writing all this in front of you, while I'm writing all this in front of all of you, I'm again and again saying you will start analyzing various applications of this for you on a daily basis. Again, I will say the same thing. Whenever some new technology comes out, negatives of that are going to be there. Which side you want to see and which side you want to really focus on is dependent upon you. I'm not saying you should not look at the liability side. That is also another side of the story. What I'm only saying is that keep it in mind, but utilize it to enhance your productivity. Enhance your productivity. You always give briefs to your agencies. Okay, can you write a copy for me for this new campaign that I want to do, where I want to showcase my product to the market? And agency will then break their heads and will get some creativity into it and then come with 3, 4 different options for you. It is not going to replace the agency. Again, I'm saying the same thing. It is not replacing the agency. If you try to say कि अच्छा agency को छोड़ो अभी मैं ChatGPT से ही पूछ लेता हूँ, then you are making a mistake. But agencies' productivity and their creativity will see heights if the creative people over there utilize ChatGPT to produce products and outputs which are far more superior and more connected to the market than what they're doing right now. It can actually become a very good and intelligent companion for you to produce outputs that otherwise are unimaginative. Auditing and checking can become much more profound by using this tool. Now, today, while I'm talking to you, I am showing you one-sided, one-dimensional view of what all magical stuff it can do. It is a transformative part of a business without any questions asked. It's a transformative part of the business, complete transformation. You can use specialized data. You can use specialized data about your customers, and it's possible to build now with this tool, each customer their own customized AI that predicts their needs, responds to them personally, and remembers all their interactions. And what I'm talking is not science fiction right now. It's entirely doable with the technology that's just released. And this gives birth to a new kind of job scenario. And that job scenario is human-machine collaboration, which is accessible to you on the click of a button, free of cost. It is, so let me put things in perspective for you now so that you understand how this magical thing can actually make a difference. Third major shift, and you should actually look at it very positively, is because I would say it's not, let's put the caps, it's not going to replace writers. But writers who think ChatGPT as a threat to them will be replaced. It is a tool that can enhance the productivity of a writer, storyteller. Enhance the productivity of a writer or storyteller. It is for a creative artist. Okay, with the creative artist, I realized, I don't know how many of you, most of us use ChatGPT. How many of us have used another version or another output of this thing, OpenAI, called as DAL-E? It's a new AI system that can create realistic images and art from a description. So like you give a brief to an agency, you give a brief to DAL-E. Let me show you a small demo of it. I hope it works. This is another thing from DAL-E, and I just log in. I hope it comes, because usually these are crashing right nowadays. I'm logging in. Okay. So now let me put a brief to it. Can you create an art form of uh, of a spiritual business, spiritual art form, spirituality and business combined, that is abstract but still simple to understand. Let's see what it does. It's rendering, doing something. I hope it comes out with something. So it did something for me. And this is different from a Google search. Okay, so that is not abstract. Okay, so I say, okay, forget abstraction, is not making sense for me. Oh, okay, so I'm not liking it. So I have maybe have to describe it differently. Can you create a creative that combines spirituality and business? Very simple. Okay, so now this is something making sense. So as you're playing with it, you don't need a creative artist will be able to describe it better, and slowly, without going into big image sections and then using their artists to combine stuff, it will keep on asking the right questions and keep on generating right things for you. Now, technically, it uses natural language processing and computer vision to do all this stuff. But as you're interacting, and you means individually you. So when Rohit interacts with ChatGPT or DALL-E starts understanding Rohit very well. That means as my interaction with these two tools increases, the outputs of these two things start becoming better and better for me. It is almost like an employee who joins you, start understanding you, and then you say, I cannot live without this person. It is similar to that. It is becoming better to understand you as an individual. So a ChatGPT or a DALL-E system trained for my login, and it understands login, it doesn't understand person. My login, you'll understand anybody who comes from this login is actually Rohit, and therefore this login needs usually asks me these kind of questions, and I think the better, and he's accepting following answers, not accepting these answers, and starts becoming better in serving me in the first instance itself. So therefore, the applications of this for businesses is tremendous. Now I'm going to be opening a new Pandora box for you. I don't know how many of you can use it in that way, but now the time has come to accept that a writer will no longer write his own articles alone. Imagine this point now, very important point I'm making here. You have to accept writer should no longer write articles alone. Programmer, code alone. Analyst, analyze data alone. Because if they're doing it alone, they are actually missing out on a huge potential sitting out there. And if you do not start training these tools for you and for your employees from today, 1 year later, they are 1 year late. You have to make it, it's a paradigm shift for an organization. Very intelligently, you have to infuse these things inside your organization as a companion, but you have to use a very sensible methodology of infusing it inside the organization. Otherwise, it'll become a tool. It'll become a toy. You have to train people. You have to train people and yourself to use them as productivity tools rather than, and compulsorily, rather than using them as replacement tools. They can't be replacement tools. They have got to be productivity enhancement tools. So therefore, the work of not tomorrow, of today, starting yesterday, the work of not tomorrow, today, starting yesterday, is a new kind of collaboration that did not exist last month. It exists today. One person can do work of many, and that is even without additional capabilities of that AI has provided. You just have to use the exact same tool. What does it mean for us? Now, it's an important point and question to be asked. What does it mean for us? I'm going to present to you a graph which will actually change the way you think. And this graph is now valid for not just an individual, for a business, for a professional, for a housewife, for everybody. Let's do this thing together. So on x-axis, let me put the capabilities of an individual or the organization. Capabilities. On the y-axis, I will put the usage of AI models like ChatGPT. Usage of AI models like ChatGPT. Now, this is a skill that needs to be learned. Unfortunately, your capabilities will sit at another level. The level at which your capabilities sit will depend upon the usage of the AI models today. Very drastic statement I'm making, but slowly you will dawn on to understanding this is important. If you don't teach this thing in the universities today, universities will die. Guaranteed. No questions asked. Below is the regular usage. As you are on the below, on this y-axis, below regular usage, and above is expert usage. You can also call it innovative usage. And believe me, please understand, this is so beautiful. This usage of ChatGPT or OpenAI tools is so personalized. It's like your wisdom being put into this. The longer you use it, for productive, and what you use it for also depends on it. If you're using it for fun, it is learning to have fun with you. If you're using it for productivity, it is learning to be productive along with you. If you're using it for fun, it is learning to have fun with you. If you're using it to be a productivity tool, it is learning to become productive with you. So you will no longer remain an individual. You will always be considered as a person with an AI model with you. Little unfortunate, but that's how it's going to happen now. Somebody was asking me, then what is that human will do? Without human, the AI model cannot function. You are the most important part of this equation. Without you, you die. This AI model that you built for yourself dies. AI model that you built for yourself dies. It may stay, somebody logs in into this, they might get into the way you think. That is magnificent. That means your way of thinking doesn't die. I just have to log in into you and see what interactions you've had over the years with it, and I can really delve into the way you think. I don't need you for that. Your AI model's data will tell me. It can be misused and it can also be used. On the capability side, x-axis, it depends upon you, whether you are using your traditional capabilities or you choose your transformational capabilities. Now, very simple. Your capability, your intelligence is on this graph from today. The time is started. Your organization's intelligence and capabilities on this graph. Time has started. Very simply, should I divide in 4 quadrants? Let's do that. Here it is. So 4, okay. Let me make the 4 quadrants like this. So these are 4 quadrants. So these are your 4 capability zones. Clearly, yellow one, the bottom left quadrant, are fun users. Fun, or I would say disinterested users. Your capability is still traditional, but if you start using this, you will have to move your capability from bottom to top. You will have to push it here. Even if you're a traditional user, you are a secretary, you are a simple receptionist. Your receptionist capabilities, the traditional capabilities, need to move upwards from disinterested user to expert usage. How you will do it totally depends upon your creativity. Creativity has now got a big role to play in this. Your capability will push upwards if you use your creativity. So disinterested users will move upwards to become curious users. So traditional capabilities will become expert and you will become curious, and slowly your capabilities will rise from a scale of And if you look at it, the bottom column is a scale of your own traditional capabilities will rise from 0 to very high. So therefore, identifying what I can do and avoid what I cannot. I was just chatting with a friend yesterday. I met him after a long time. And he was telling me, and he's a CEO of a very big organization, does beautiful work, amazing work. And they're using ChatGPT left, right, center. In last 1 month, they have adopted in the organizations. He said, I was talking to one of my colleagues and his emails to clients were horrible. And suddenly I see a beautiful email being written by him. I called him and said, how did you write this? It's a ChatGPT. Now that's a innovative use of what you are. You understand your weaknesses. You are a great, passionate person. You know what to do, what not to do with this. And you utilize that tool for you to cover up, to make up for your lack of capabilities. And you just, right. So these are great, great usages of ChatGPT 2. I'll give you another very important graph that why this makes a lot of difference and how the things will change. Now, suppose you're a regular user, but your capabilities are transformative. You really do something great. You really want to do, you do amazing stuff in the organization. You do amazing stuff in the world. You make amazing stuff for the world. You're a speaker. You're an innovator, you're an inventor, but you're not a very good user of ChatGPT kind of tools, OpenAI tools. You're a regular user, but your capabilities are transformative. In that sense, if you start using it regularly also with your transformative capabilities, you will see an evolution happening by regularly using it. You'll see an evolution happening in the way you deliver stuff. So what you used to do earlier will evolve to something better by a regular usage of ChatGPT also. It will naturally evolve. We don't need to consciously think about it. But the magical quadrant is the pink quadrant, the top right. This is where disruptive innovations will happen. This is where disruptive innovations will happen. And this is where world will become magical. This is where things which we could not do, we will do. Things which we cannot do, we will do. This is where disruptive innovations will happen. This is not a regular usage. This is the place where best of human mind and the best usage of OpenAI tools will actually bring about. And new tools will keep coming out. We just have now a few tools with us. New tools will keep coming out. Where interaction is possible, conversation is possible. Now, imagine, this is important to understand why, because for any individual to be useful, you basically need three things. You need ownership, you need capability, you need availability. Ownership and availability, nobody can take. That is human's job. But capability, now you've got a tool where you can actually make yourself hugely capable. Whatever weaknesses you have something that can cover it up, not cover it up, that can make it up for you. It will move forward in many directions. It'll create very different kind of experience for you. It can create very different way of imagining the world. But mind you, the later you enter this, the late you will be in your productivity enhancement. Late you will be in the productivity enhancement. The tools will start becoming better and better. There will be surgeons who will use them. There will be doctors who will use them because patient data will be there. There will be many people who will use them. And these are all going to be real time usages for making this world a better place. It is, but it's not going to replace humans, it's going to augment human potential. And that's what technology has always been. It's just an enabler. It just augments human potential. It is not a replacement of human being. Technology can never, ever, no matter how great it is, replace a human being. Because it's a true place now where you can say, I'm spiritual beings on a human journey. And in this human journey, there will be many opportunities and many things that I will get where I will actually use the power of being emotional and spiritual beings and use the power of these tools to enhance my value in this world and enhance the value of the world. So consider maps, for example. Over a past decade or so, we have shifted to maps, the Google Maps, to take from one place to another. Artificial intelligence is a tool. Map is a tool. It takes into account of road closures. It takes into account current traffic conditions. It takes into account of drivers' preferences for tolls and turns. It takes into account various elements, but the act of driving doesn't fundamentally change. If you look at it, this usage of AI system, where AI system is being used to look at road closures, current traffic conditions, drivers' preferences, etc., is a traditional use, traditional capability being enhanced using an AI. So it is a top left corner. But what did Uber do? Uber ne kya kiya? Uber used the same tools to deliver something different. Instead of a better transportation, better direction, they created an entirely new way, a new system of riding. Entirely new system. This is disruptive use of the same technology. So your capability is transformative and you use the technology's expert and innovative thing and mix them to create something disruptive. Similar with the new generative language models, the new language processing models, we may soon have machines that can take over the work of writing out ideas in easy to understand, grammatically correct paragraphs. This will enable millions to write well. Those of us who make our living through our ability to write grammatically correct English may suffer from the competition because AI has upskilled you. But just as the artificial intelligence maps created Uber and not just better taxis, AI writing will change systems too. We don't know what. And that's where your own capability as a human potential comes into play. How do you use this system to solve a mega problem? How do you use this new innovation, a new invention, new creation in this world? From these large language models, what can you do? How can you delve into this? You are the expert writer. You know better than us. You will be able to do it better than me. I have the traditional capability. Maximum, I can use this writing capability to become an expert writer. Again, it will not be transformative. It will not be disruptive. But a writer who wants to use it will make it disruptive. and it will impact not just his own life, but life of millions of people around him. A new set of jobs will get created. In the morning, one of my colleagues sent me a beautiful article saying that Bain, the largest consulting firm in the world, have tied up with OpenAI to solve problems for their clients. Please understand, it is not just an open tool. It is a new employee of yours, available free of cost, which has to be attached as a productivity tool with each one of your employees. How will you create a new world? Oh, totally depends upon you. At TransGanization, this for me is another transganizer, which has to function with my transganizers to deliver better value for my believers. Very important use case for us. ChatGPT is very intelligent transganizer and can do tasks that others all cannot do. Otherwise, all cannot do. So, but can it replace a transganizer? Answer is no. But can it become a productivity enhancer for transganizer? Answer is yes. And each person, each one of you, whether you're a graphic designer, whether you are a writer, whether you are an employee, all of us are writers in one way or the other. We write emails, we write reports, we write products, we write articles, we write memos, we write so many things. You have a great writer with you now who will learn the way you think only if you start using it the way it should be used. So long story short, world is entering into the new quadrant. Question is, are you ready to enter? Like the world of yellow pages went to Google, BlackBerry went to Apple, ChatGPT belongs to, or OpenAI belongs to Microsoft. Are we seeing a transition from Google to Bing? The new Bing has been launched, which has search with conversation, But that Bing is still waitlisted. So I have enrolled for it. The moment it comes, I'll get that first version. Let me see how it shifts the search. So search, which was being done by Google. So it's again, organizations have to start seeing that how this amazing tool can actually enhance the way its own capabilities are becoming better and better, can become better. Technologies, the dumb technologies will become better. It's an open system, so it can go and plug into anything. The technologies will become better. Human potential will get augmented. Technological potential will get augmented. All assets around you will get augmented. At the same time, liabilities also get augmented. So therefore, asset has to augment faster than the liability augments, but both of them will augment at the same pace. Liability is a chance of augmenting faster, provided assets don't augment fast. A simple takeaway for all of you. Just remember this graph. I'm going to show it again. Simple takeaway. Just remember this graph. You are in one of these quadrants. You can use AI models like ChatGPT as a regular user. Then, depending upon your own capability, you're either a disinterested or a fun user, or you're an evolutionary user. As the ChatGPT in your login starts learning you better and better by using it in the way it should be used for the productivity enhancement, you will either become a curious user or you will suddenly become a disruptive innovator. Why access is available to you free of cost today? X axis belongs to you forever. Nobody can take it from you. Where you sit on this map depends only on you. Choice is yours. Game is open. World is not transforming. World has transformed as on 1 month back. COVID was one transformation. It gave us a lot of lessons. OpenAI, the new doors have opened. The new doors of capability enhancement have opened. Can we use it for our betterment, or can we use it for as a tool, as a toy, as whatever you want to use it for? Choice is yours. You can hate it, you can love it, but I can guarantee you, and I can guarantee you, you just cannot ignore it. So better not ignore it. It is not a curse. It is a very big blessing for the human race. Let's embrace it. Let's become better in it. Let's become disruptive innovators, as the time has already begun. All right, let's take up some questions now. I saw some hands raising in between and then going down. Oh, many questions have been written. Okay, I've enabled the chat. I usually keep my chat disabled because otherwise it gets disturbed in between. Yes, Brenda, you have a question? Arun, you're there. You'll have to unmute because I can't hear you otherwise. Hello? Do you have a question, Arun?
Yeah. How many languages it can be transformed?
It is, as of now, whatever language I asked, it was doing it. I have not checked whether it can do all or not. Should I ask him only? You can ask him.
It can do in Hindi and Marathi also?
Yeah. Hindi, Marathi, Hindi to for sure. I'm doing it. So let's ask him only. तो उसको ही पूछ लेते हैं ना. ऐसा है नहीं कि उसके ऊपर आंसर है नहीं. हमको थोड़ा सा बस. I hope it is not logged me out. Let's try. How many languages can you speak in? Is it giving the answer? As an AI language model, I have been trained on vast amounts of data and can generate text in multiple languages, and currently generate text in English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Dutch, Russian, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, and many languages. However, my proficiency and accuracy may vary depending on the language and complexity of task at hand. Okay, can you speak in Marathi? Yes, I can generate text in Marathi. However, please note that Marathi is a complex language with rich grammar and vocabulary, and my proficiency and accuracy may vary depending on task on hand. If you have a specific request, please ask me, let me know, and I'll do my best to assist you.
Good. Nicely answered.
Thank you. Yes, Sushil.
Speed of the internet, is it important? 4G versus 5G?
Maybe, I don't know. Actually, it is right now in a such a stage now where so much of data is being processed. तो उनके servers बार-बार crash ही कर रहे हैं. The whole world is using it right now. So okay. It may vary, it may not vary. So, but that is right now there is not much problem. I think it's being used at multiple places, even places where the internet is not very high.
Okay.
Yes,
Hello. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
So this is a wonderful. Yeah, I've been also following this, and as you said, even writers it will be useful for writers and it will be a challenge also. So now my whole this thing is this. I'm thinking about this. Is intelligence and imagination different world altogether? And can imagination be? Keep the writers different or still keep their originality or their existence with the intelligence?
Imagination is the only limit right now. As Einstein said, if you can imagine, it will be able to deliver it for you, and you have to continuously evolve with it. But creativity and imagination, the moment you have imagined once, the first imagination, ChatGPT then knows you.
Okay.
Then you have to imagine again. So continuous imagination, that's what I said, that now the only limit and only differentiator factor is going to be how creative you are. Creativity has to be there in every field now. It was always there, but now it's more so. There was I was reading somewhere that a professor went in the class and asked, it was a coding class, and asked children to write a code on a particular problem. And before he could finish the problem, the whole class had written the code. You know what that means? Suddenly, universities and professors are redundant. That means he can't ask one question. The question now, he will have to be imaginative and creative and also testing children. Because if you just give question paper, the answers will come and all will get full marks. The only way you can stop is that you are not allowed to carry phone inside. You're not allowed to carry phone. But this is not real world. In real world, you will have phone and everything with you. So imagination is a very big thing, but that again makes the field level playing for many people. All those who had imagination but did not have the right capability now are ahead of you.
Wow. I think this ChatGPT will also grow on imagination. Yeah, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to learn on your login. You start understanding Sandeep Kulkarni better. If you don't start using it today, you will be behind. Try kare. Chalo, try. Let me share it. Let's try. Hey, it's like a conversation. I was always right. Poem on say something, imagination.
Okay. What did Picasso think when he made Gorilla?
Okay. My God. Can you think what did Picasso think
when he made his gorilla painting?
Made his gorilla की spelling क्या होता है?
GAURELA.
ये भी problem है अपना. You think?
Or what did Picasso think when he painted cubisms?
So see how he's answering.
Oh, wow.
In the gorilla painting, it is possible that Picasso was using the image of an animal or a symbol or a metaphor for something else. For example, he may have been exploring themes. Now you're conversing. Now you may not like his answer. You say that, okay, I don't think so, that is better, but can you think in this way? Okay. Can you think philosophically and answer in one para. Human existence is marked by a profound sense of mystery and wonder. We faced.
Wow.
So there are many answers to this. You imagine the ability it has.
Oh, yeah.
It is a thing of not future. It is today.
Absolutely. Wow. Seriously.
Chalo. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And as usual, beautiful insight and a wonderful way of presentation.
Yeah.
I heard Google was also trying BARD. Has it already come or they are still in the process?
BARD was tried. They, in a haste, launched it in Paris, and it
Failed.
failed.
Oh.
Google lost $100 billion on one day.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So they are now going back and rethinking, because Bing has really changed the way. You will not be using Google anymore after 1 month, maybe, unless Google does something. You will
That's the reason thought of coming out with BARD to have existed.
It is almost like BlackBerry to
Apple.
Android or Apple.
Yeah. Okay.
You may suddenly not talk about Google in like 6 months' time. You may say ki Bing chat and ChatGPT.
Okay.
Rohit, even for students, it must be a totally, if they start using, it will be a total change of everything, like, whatever they are thinking in evolving.
They should start using now. Because going forward, without this trained model for them, their ability will be lower than somebody else.
Exactly. And about like essays they write for all the, top 10 admissions and things. I mean, if everybody will be using, if one doesn't use, it will be so much lower grade and everything. So
Yes,
it's a compulsory thing now.
exactly. You cannot not use it. So one professor gave class a lecture, essay to write. It happened, I think, in one of the IB schools. When students wrote the essay, and he knew everybody has used ChatGPT, but everybody's essay was different because everybody's ChatGPT model was different.
Yeah.
Then professor said, why should I waste time? So he asked ChatGPT to check everybody's essay.
Oh my God. So finally he could conclude whose thinking is better, basically.
So ultimately, without this OpenAI tools, your mind's capacity augmentation will be lower. Your creativity has to go up. You don't have to waste time in grammar, writing, and searching for vocabulary. GRE को अपना exam बदलना पड़ेगा. GRE में you cannot.
Seriously, my God.
Things are in a very different world now. So it's already in a different world.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, I have lots of questions here, but only last 5 minutes left. Yes, Mukesh ji. Bhavesh ji. Jyoti.
However, logging into ChatGPT seems to be a big challenge by itself.
How?
Unless I don't know. I've been having this key. It's loaded to capacity, worked on capacity.
Because there is no server space. Whole world is using it right now.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I just about managed to kind of register myself, and from that time, it's not been working. That's the max I've been able to do.
How many times in a day you tried it?
I've tried it at least 3 or 4 times.
3, 4 is not left. 3 or 4 times you tried every minute. It is most important thing for you to start using it.
So I need to try it more.
Yeah, 3 to 4 is not. 3 to 4 is like every minute you should try 3 to 4 times.
Keep the window perennially open.
My window is always open. You ask me any question, I'll answer using that only.
Unless you must be a regular user, so it kind of doesn't crash you out this thing.
It has to become, you have to become a regular user. That's why this webinar today. Because that login has to learn me. I'll give you
I
an
understood.
I'll give you an example. I was about to launch we are about to launch a magazine now. Every month it will come out. And that's another announcement I have to make. So we will be launching a magazine called as Business Yoga. We launched it some time back. We're relaunching it from this month. And that magazine will have interesting new articles every month will come out. That magazine, I was always somebody was telling me, please write a editorial for it. I was not getting time on. One day I said, okay, forget it. Now this thing came out. I told ChatGPT, can you write an editorial for me for my TransGanization magazine, because they won't know business yoga, TransGanization magazine. And he knew how TransGanization thinks. What editorial he wrote was, I'm sorry, I'm using he there because I'm thinking he can a human.
Yeah, you've been saying he from the beginning.
Better than what maybe even I would have written. I just had to change the name TransGanization, replace it with business yoga. It was so beautiful. So it has to be a regular use because it is going to augment your productivity. It's going to save time for you. It's going to save many things for you.
Okay, so the window is going to be open now from.
Open it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Balaji. Say, Hemanji. Yes.
Good morning, Raji. This ChatGPT, would it be a more useful tool on business analytics?
Yes. अरे अभी तो आपने magic नहीं देखा उसको. There was a still not available for public usage right now. Microsoft did a launch of ChatGPT and Bing together. And in that seminar, they uploaded a PDF document of a company's financials and asked ChatGPT, can you please summarize this for me? ChatGPT gave out 10 parameters which summarized it for then said, okay, can you please compare this with the competitors? And actually a tabular form of how each parameter, each ratio comparison to other competition, and which competition is better than which one is way ahead of your analysis. Data is limited 2021 in the version that is released, but the version that is going to come out, for which I have already waitlisted myself, and if you want, you can go and waitlist yourself. You will get that version in which it will be live data.
Oh,
not the old test data, live data being utilized.
okay. So that means we'll be picking up from the ROC's data and
Everywhere in the world, you can't be hidden from it.
oh. That means a lot of the data analysts presently would have to find something else.
No, data analysts have to use this to augment their potential. Creativity belongs to you now.
Okay.
Unless there is OpenAI.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, last two questions maybe I can take now. Yes, Sanjay.
Yeah, hi. Will bloggers be out of business now?
I told you nobody will be out of business. Creativity belongs to you. For everything else, there is.
So can I also become a blogger? I mean, I want to write blogs, so I can use this and,
Of course, this is going to. How many blogs can you write in a day?
Maybe 2 or 3.
Now you can write 200.
Really? Oh, great. That's the power of GPT. Okay. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Okay. One last question, Libby. Yes.
Yeah, hi, Rohit. Thank you very much for holding this session. Thank you very much. I just have one question. I was always of this thought that problem solving is humans' capability. Now, this is not going to be the truth, or that was one. Another question was, now you mentioned about the Bain thing. So the management consulting piece is going to, what are your thoughts? What are the blocks which is going to change in that space?
That's what I'm saying. Now, so nobody's going to go out of job.
Okay.
Management consulting firms who are not using this will be behind.
Okay.
Because capability
you're saying TransGanization will have like a strategist with a AI kind of model?
I told you, have transganizers. Every transganizer will have to train themselves on their respective ChatGPTs.
Okay.
Get it? And again, the first problem solving is going to be always a human problem.
Human skill.
It's human thing. It's just a helping hand.
Okay, good. And so
it can help you solve the problem, but it cannot solve it for you.
So again, it's a skill which we will have as part, other than the creativity. It's a problem solving skill will be completely owned by human.
Yeah, always. That will never go away. There's a beautiful movie called as Interstellar. Whether you have seen it or not, don't know. No. Interstellar has a OpenAI called as Strass with him when he's gone to space exploring new planets.
Awesome.
There's a conversation. So he's reached a planet. He doesn't know how much time does he have to go back. He said it's going to take 45 minutes, but please understand 45 minutes on this planet is equivalent to 25 years on Earth. So you're going to take 25 years to go back on the spaceship, and waterlogging is too much. And then there's a wave coming. He says, wave is coming. Let's immediately move forward. So AI and human together are going to become a capability system rather than just human being as a capability system.
Okay. It's going to be a combination of both the human and AI. So the skills which human will own is creativity, problem solving.
Yeah, empathy, creativity, problem solving, making sense out of it, because the problem with this AI is it doesn't know what it doesn't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a very systematic, it'll give answer to everything. It can be a stupid answer also.
Okay, that's okay. So empathy is also going to be very core to human.
Yeah, 100%. Empathy, creativity, that is the paradigm that you will own. For everything else, there is OpenAI.
Even thinking, like the thoughts itself will be purely
imagination.
Imagination, yes.
Spirituality belongs to you and only you.
Yeah, spirituality will completely belong. The feeling of oneness which you build, that is yours. That cannot be
anybody else. My webinars can become maybe better when I start. But webinar will be connected by me only, no?
Yeah, because as management consultants, information and analysis was one of the core pillars other than the problem solving. But that will change.
That will change. All right. Thank you, Levi.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. We are out of time. There are questions. Please put down those questions. We try to answer them offline. We'll mail it to them or send you messages. Thank you very, very much. It was nice having you. Let's conclude today's program with a prayer.